Good morning, students. Today we will see our practical number 12. The practical number 12 is based on programming security and permissions. So as previously we have already done, we are using some security related permission for the particular app in manifest.xml, which is the system file of Android. Here also we are doing something, but we are here going to examine some API, how to get the Google APIs to work in our program and how to handle the security related permissions in manifest.xml files and how to give device permission. So programming security and permissions. So obviously every app require few permission. You might be knowing that you might be installing many apps from Google Play Store. To maintain security for the system and users, Android requires app to request permission before the app can use the certain system data and feature. So depending on how the sensitive data is or data ka area is, the system may grant the permission automatically sometimes, or many of the time it may ask user to approve the request, and if user agrees, then we grant the permission. So how to request the permission? Android is a privileged separate operating system in which your operating system apps will be requiring different permission while installing it in their package system or Gradle system. That is we are doing with Android manifest.xml, and your device after installing the app, device permission will be also separately given, in which each app runs with the distinct system identity. One is with user ID of Linux and group ID. Parts of the systems are also separated into distinct identities. Linux thereby isolate the app from each other from the system. Because each Android app operates in the process called a sandbox, app must explicitly request the resource and data outside the sandbox. Because the process is tightly bound to their work only. Everything that process require must outside the sandbox they have to give the request to access, and after granting the request, that will be used. The request of this access by declaring the permission, they need to additional capability which is not provided by the basic sandbox. That's why here in programming also we are giving the permission in Android manifest, and after installing the app also you have to give the device permission. So using basic permissions, a basic Android app has no permission associated by default, meaning it cannot do anything that would adversely impact the user experience. Normal app which doesn't uses the system resource or network resource, that do not have any permission by default. Other than that, UI, GUI, some toast message, that is not related to, that are not using some system or serious resources. So to make use of protected file feature of the device, we must include one or more uses permission. Already we have done in our app manifest.xml file. For example, an app needs to monitor incoming SMS, then we will require the uses permission android.permission receive underscore SMS, and that we have to put into our programming. A manifest.xml file we have to write that one. After that device में भी हम लोगों को अलग से permission देना पड़ेगा because it is outside the sandbox. So security is much of the burden building secured app. It is handled by the Android framework. For example, apps are isolated from each other. So though two apps that are installed on the same machine, they can't access each other data or use other data without permission. However, as an app developer, you have the responsibility to make sure that your app treats the user data safety with integrity. Another task that a developer has to do to handle the user data. Android uses permission to make sure that apps cannot access the user's personal data without their permission. But even if the user gives your app permission to access their private data, do not do so unless absolute necessary. Okay. Then there is a system of public Wi-Fi. We want to connect to some network. Many people use mobile apps over Wi-Fi. So when did you last access the internet from your mobile phone over the public Wi-Fi in a coffee, airport, or railway station? This is the question. This is quite happening frequently. Okay. So we need to protect our app users data when we are connected to public API. For that also some SSL socket class and some permissions we can restrict or give. We can also validate the user input, that is again security protocol. I think public API we have already discussed, user input already we have discussed. So we will see one of the simple permission related to security and how security is handled by using Google API that is called as YouTube Android API. So on Android operating system that is provided by Google, because YouTube is the product of Google. So first thing that we have to do is that we have to visit this page or site. Site name is very much familiar to you, developers.google.com, okay, /YouTube/Android/here. So I'm opening the browser. Hopefully you are able to see the browser. Okay, here in this particular page, what you have to do, okay, you have to go down. You can download, यहाँ पे भी जा सकते हैं, यहाँ पे directly option है, और यहाँ से भी अगर आप नीचे जाते हैं तो you can get the download option. So use this one or this link, both will be happen. Okay. Okay. Once this page is there, you will be having page like this. In this page, what exactly you have to do? You have to download this link. You can see what is the name of file, YouTube Android Player API-1.2.2.zip. Okay. So we will download that particular API. Okay. So go to the folder where we have downloaded that particular file. This is the file. This is zip file. We need to extract this file. Once you have extracted, you will find this kind of folder. Okay. Now open that folder, and in that folder you will find folder DOCS, that is documentation, libs, libraries, and some sample. So we are going to open the libs folder. Here you will find the jar file, YouTube Android Player API. Okay. Remember students, I will again, once you have downloaded, extract the file, go to that folder. Inside libs folder, you will find this file. Copy this file. Okay. And this file, we are going to use it in our Android application. Okay. Because we want to show with security permission how to use Android YouTube Player API. So student, as I already said, we have gone to this particular site. We have downloaded the YouTube Android API.jar in the folder. Okay, libs folder. We have already found out this particular file. That we have already created a new project. In that project, we have to use this library. We have to use this library. Okay. So how to do that? So in our new project, I have created a new project for you. That the name of project is B Division YouTube API. So in this project, you will find the view of Android. You can see here Android. Just select here. Instead of Android, select project. Okay. Once you selected the project files, okay, inside project, to select project files, and then you will be finding this one app. Okay, under the app, you will find the lib folder. LIBS, libs means libraries. This is the short form. So under the project files, and then scroll down the app, you will find libs folder. I have already copied the YouTube API.jar file, so I'm just pasting it here. Once you paste that particular file here in this particular directory, okay, it will ask you to refactor. That means safely copying file from that position to here. Okay, I'm just refactoring that one. Okay, so now you can see here our YouTube Android API.jar file is copied. There are many steps again, students, so carefully listen the next few steps. Once our file is copied into libs folder, we have already pasted it. Okay, we have seen this particular screen. Okay, then press OK. Then we need to go to project structure. Okay, we need to go to project structure. How to open the project structure? File menu. File menu may you will find the option project structure. In that, what we have to do? We have to select dependencies, app, dependencies, then there will be some plus sign. We need to add our jar dependency file. Okay, jar dependencies, and then we have to write the complete path of YouTube Android Player API.jar. So screen, because the version is different, might be little bit different, but we will select app, and then we will select dependencies, then we will select plus sign, and then it will ask us jar dependencies. Once we have selected, it will ask us the complete path. Select the path of this particular file. So that path it will ask, okay, and then we are going to click OK. So this step we are going to perform now. So we will go into our Android Studio. So file, new, sorry, file, project structure. Students remember next step, file menu, project structure. Okay, something little bit different screen is shown here, but it is almost same. We can see the dependencies here. Select that one. Okay, in dependencies, we will see, check the module app. Once we have selected the app, then we will add dependencies from here. Okay, so one we will click on this plus, it will ask us which particular dependency we have to add. So we have downloaded the jar file, so I am going to select the jar file. So once again, when I will start this one, I will just repeat for your say, file menu, project structure. Here dependencies we have to select. After that, app we have to select in modules one, and then we have to select this plus, and then select the jar dependency. So once we are selecting the jar dependency, we need to provide the path of library file to add. Now our file is pasted here. So that I have to copy. So for the time being, I will just close this one. I will take the path of this file. Okay, I will open that file. Okay, here we will see the option file path. Okay, then show in Explorer, I will put that one. Okay, once again, this is the path. I will copy this path. Okay, I need to make the complete path. Student, you need to remember, this is just a folder path. Then I have to add slash and this file name. So I will open one notepad for time being. There I will copy the path. You can see, then I will put slash, and then I will use this one. I will rename, I am not renaming that, I am just copying the name. Okay, so in my notepad, I will keep slash, already I have given. I will put, okay, you can see complete path name API.jar. It is having extension jar. So once I have that complete one, listen, we do not need a path of jar file from where we have downloaded. One thing, student, you need to clear. We are not taking the path of jar file where we have downloaded. We are going to take the path of that jar file we have copied into our app folder under libs. This we have to use. So now you have already known the procedure: file, project structure, dependencies, select the app, select the plus sign, select the jar dependencies, and here you have to paste that path and press OK. Okay. Once you have pressed the OK, you will find dependencies added here. Okay, and then apply. Okay, so it fetches the Gradle module. Once the apply action is completed, press OK. Okay, wait for this Gradle build to finish. Okay, now it is finished. Now what is the next part we have to do in setting? So we have added that one. Next thing is to generate SHA-1 key. Okay, this key is private to you for your YouTube say, or something, say your Google particular key. This key you should not share with each other, because these keys are application or API specific key. So how to generate this SHA-1 key? Okay, from the right side of Android workspace, that is here. Okay, you will find the Gradle option. Okay, इस बारे में फिर आप लोगों को क्या करना है, click on Gradle. you will find the Android signing report. This is all the security settings we are doing. Signing report. So that means we are using the YouTube API, but that is with security. So signing report we have to use. Okay. So we are going to click on Gradle now, and then signing now report. Under the Android folder, you will find signing report. Okay. Then at the bottom, we will find the SHA key like this. SHA key like this. Okay. And we will copy this one and we will keep it in our notepad for further use. So hopefully everybody is listening properly and also seeing that one. We will go to Gradle. Okay, you can see here Gradle. This is our app. Just scroll down here. Task me, Android. And Android me, you will find signing report. Double click on this one. You will see in the run option, you will see MD5 key is also generated, SHA1 key is also generated, SHA256 is also generated. But we want only SHA1. So what we will do, we will copy this one. This is our application specific signing key of SHA algorithm. So I will copy only the key from 7.9. Remember student, I will copy only this key and I will keep that key temporarily into my some notepad folder because next, what we have to do. Once the key is with you, now we have to again go to browser and then we have to navigate https developer.google.com. Okay. In there, we have to search API or you can scroll down into bottom and you will find out Google API console. Google API console. So first I will complete this step and then I will tell you next step. So already we have opened developers.google.com, but this is YouTube Android wala. So I will just use that main page wala part, developers.google.com, main page पे जाएंगे, home page पे जाएंगे. Here we can search API or you can just scroll down and you will find developers console or Google API console. Okay, Google API console. Remember the name of site, developers.google.com. We have to find, go down in the bottom and find Google API console. Okay. So obviously, if you are not logged into the browser, it will ask you to log. So I'm logging into my account. Okay. Once I logged in, I will be redirected to some security features are there that we need to enable. Okay. I'm getting one message on my mobile for verification. Once that verification message I have accepted, I will be redirected to console.cloud.google.com APIs and dashboard. Okay, APIs and dashboard. Okay, now what we need to do next. So once we are there, we have to see, we need to create a new project there. We need to create a new project there. How that steps I will do. Here my previous project names will be appear if it is done. If it is not done here, it will be the plus sign there. We can create a new project. We will select this one. Okay, we will find the option of new project here. Might be somewhere else, that doesn't matter. We need to seek the new project option. And in new project option, okay, we will write the name of new project. Okay, whatever like project name YouTube test or B division YouTube test. Okay, no need to select any organization and then create it. Okay, so we are going here. Okay, we will go here. We will try to find. यहाँ पे तो already बन चुके हैं पुराने project हैं. But you will find the new project option here. Okay, remember student, I'm again cancelling it. I'm showing you. Click on this one. Okay, you will find the previous project if you have. Basically, if you are doing it first time, so it will be not there. You will find directly the option new project. create a new project, click on new project and give the name of your project. So I'm giving new project name here in this option. Okay, be YouTube. This doesn't Android project का नाम और इसका नाम सेम होना चाहिए नहीं, ये API project है cloud पे. Okay, so that I am creating, just give the name, no need to select any organization, just click on create. Okay, it will create for you. Okay, the next step, we need to go to our project credentials, particular credential, and then we are going to create credential, and then we are going to find the API key. That key also we are going to copy. So we will go to our that project only, YouTube test जो अभी मैंने बनाया B YouTube वाला, उसमें जाएंगे. Then we will find out the credential. We will click here, and under the credential we will find the option create credential API key. Once we are selecting that one, okay, we will get the API key. We will keep the copy. Okay, this is our API key. This is the secret key. Google API for your user domain is there. Okay, then we can see the details with clicking the configure, how to create the credential. Okay, so up to these steps, I'm going to repeat the steps as I earlier said. So this is our, we are on this page. Again, we will go here. Now you can see a newly created project is there. I will select this project. So now my newly created project is loaded there. You can see B YouTube. Okay, यहाँ पे मैं है. And then I am going to credential. Okay, remember previously what was there? That name is not there. A YouTube tha. So this is for different division. So I'm going here. I will select whatever project I have created now. B YouTube. Okay. Once I have selected that one, you can see here my project name is B YouTube. Then only go for credentials. Okay. Now credential, you can see all the things are empty. Select this one. Okay, no API key is there. So we are going to create the credential. So what you have to do? No API key is there. So where we are going? We are going into create credentials. Okay. Remember, again I am repeating. Your project supposed to be selected. Go to credential and then select create credential. And credential me we are going to select API key. Once you click that, these options will be there. We are going to select API key. So it will take some time to create API key. Okay. You will find that key. I'll just copy it because further in code we might use that one. So I will copy it and I'll close it. Okay. You can see key is created, API key 1. If you are clicking here show, so it will show you that particular same thing. Okay. Once this is created, close it. And for temporary, I will create copy this particular API key into my notepad. So this is already we have used, that is the jar file ka path. This is SHA1 key. This we are going to use, this already we have used. Okay, and this API key we will require. Okay. Now, so before we can use the API key, we need to do some configuration. After this much of configuration, we still need to do some configuration. So on the next page, we will select the Android apps, where in that site only. Android apps. We will select the Android app. We will enter the package name from Android app. So where the package name will be there in our project where we are developing. First line in the main activity, don't use import keyword. We need not to use import keyword. And there we are going to use our SHA1 generated key previously. So first what we are going to do that page, we will find that API key may we will find the application restrictions. Application restrictions may we are going to select Android apps. Okay, this kind of UI will be there, and then we will copy and paste the package name of our file, and then SHA certificate fingerprint we are going to add, and then we are clicking on save. So we are going there. Okay, now we need to click here. Let us say security wala per options we are finding. Okay, once we click that, you will find the other things. Okay, key restriction, application restriction. Once again, where I have kept, where I have clicked, the API key name पे मैंने click किया. Okay. Then here we are going to select Android apps. Okay. Okay. And Android app, we are going to add an item. Okay. So add an item. What we are going to add? Package name here. This is sample. We need to add, copy it from an SHA certificate. So let us copy the package name. This is our project. Where you will find the package name? Our main activity.java first line. So we do not need to copy this one. Okay. We need to package में इतना copy करना है बस. Okay. com.mac.b YouTube API. Okay. So I'm copying this one. You can find our, okay. Otherwise, you can also go here and change the app to Android. You can see com.mac.youtube API. This is our package name. This is our package name. So I'm copying it. I'm pasting it. So you can see here no semicolon is given and no package name is given. So I'm following that one. Sorry, I think it was wrongly copied. So I will copy this one. Copy. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, this is my package name and SHA1 key. This is the sample one. Just click करते हो तो जो auto generate होता है sample. I need to paste my SHA key. So this is my SHA key. So I'm going to copy this one. Select this one, SHA1 key, and I'm going to paste it here. And then click on done. And then lastly, click on save. So this is, you can see green light यहाँ पे आ गया, green signal आ गया, green symbol आ गया. So that means API configuration is done for that Android app. And date भी आया कब हमने create किया है. Now we will move to our next part. Now we are going to deal everything into our project. So this much of thing we have already done. Okay. So now we have to open Android manifest.xml and we need to add an internet permission. You know where we are going to add the permission? Immediately after the package name. Okay. And then we are going to add and users permission. Okay. So I'm going to use that one. I'll select this one, copy. Remember, this is the system file. You should not make any kind of mistake here while writing this kind of permission. This is all security related thing. Users dash permission, Android colon name, Android permission, internet, and then close it. Where we are going to do it? In our android.manifest. So we are in our project. मैंने वापस से पैकेज जो था उसको Android किया है. And then manifest में we will find our Android manifest.xml file. पैकेज नेम के बाद नेक्स्ट लाइन पे हम लोगों को ये परमिशन ऐड कर. I will save it. Okay, I saved the project. Next part, we are done with the basic configuration and now we have to use that all configuration into our code. So what we will do, in our activity.main XML, we will change the layout as linear layout. That already we have done so many times. And in linear layout, we will create the orientation vertical. That already we have done. And we are going to use, as we have already included the API.jar, YouTube API.jar file. And also we have given the permission. So we can use this particular tag. You can see the name of tag com.google.android.youtube.player.youtube player view. Okay, and we are giving an ID. So this is not the content or GUI element from the Android system. We are using Google ka YouTube player view wala component into our file. And this is possible because we are using that jar file and we have done the necessary configuration. So this is Android ID. We will give some ID. So I'm just copying this much. Okay. This much matlab coding close hone tak, and then we will use it in our code. Okay. So which file we are going to? Activity main.xml. In I have just minimize this one. We will go to code. First, I will change it to linear layout so that easily we can handle it. Linear layout. I will put one Android orientation vertical, and I'll remove this text view. Instead of that, I will paste whatever I have copied. Okay. You can see there is no error for this new tag because already we have configured everything that is required. Now, what we have to do in main activity.java. In main activity.java, we need to import the required packages. Okay. So what we are requiring, we will require like this one app compactivity already is there. Package is already there. OS bundle is already there. But we have to import widget.toast. We have to import YouTube base activity. We have to import YouTube initialization result. We have to import YouTube player. We have to import YouTube player.view. So all these other than toast are packages are imported from com.google.android.youtube.player. Okay. So I will first copy the imports which is not there and which is required, and I will go to main activity.java. In import section, I will paste it. Okay, you will find all the imports are there. The next part, in public class main activity which extends YouTube base activity. Remember student, what we have to extend? YouTube base activity. Okay, what is there? You can see public class main activity extend app compact activity. So we need to change this extend. Okay, so this thing I am changing to YouTube base activity, and this is possible because we have imported YouTube base activity. So I will copy this class name. Remember student, this is very important part, YouTube base activity, because generally we have not changed any extend till this program or practical. So we will replace this class with YouTube base activity. Save it. The next task. The next task is to create object of YouTube player. तो YouTube player view class का object बना रहे, not YouTube player. YouTube player view class का object हमने बनाया player view. Then we are making one string, static string, where we are going to put our API key, which is I have already stored in my notepad. Okay, this value we have to change. Okay, those who are referencing my book, please remember that here you have to give your API key. Okay, which is we have generated. You can see here, this is the API key which is generated by my application. So remember that this value we have to change. Okay, the next part is private final string code is this one, D5H1V. So what is this code? This is the code of YouTube video. This is the code of YouTube video, whatever you want to play in YouTube player. So for that, I will show you. You can go on the screen and you can create, open the YouTube. Okay. I will search some educational video. Okay. In education video, let us say this is the video I want
Join
to
the community of more than 2 million Binomists
so till the ad runs,
who are investing online is hugely important. The thing
and
is,
I will pause this one. In the address bar, you will see the key. Watch question mark V is equal to, this is the key of this video. Okay. So you can copy this particular key. Okay. And you can use this key. Okay. You can, if you want to select another, you can select another. That doesn't matter. Select that particular key.
You can also better yourselves another way.
Pause this one and you can use this key. Okay. So I'm copying this one and I will keep it for this one. So this is the YouTube video key that we want to play in our YouTube player. So I'll keep this code also. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I will going back to my code and I need to use this all things here, and whatever necessary values that I need to change, that I will change for you. Okay. So I'll copy this one, object of YouTube player view, one static API key and the string code. ओके, तो आई विल कॉपी दिस वन। ये कमेंट है, ये इसीलिए रखा था कि आपको समझ में आए कि ये जो की है वो YouTube वीडियो की है। ओके, so that is not required there, so I am pasting it here. What we have to change? Our API key, ये पुराना वाला API key है, तो मैं API key मेरा वाला लेता हूँ। This is my API key. I will copy this key. Remember student to change this API key with your own API key. And then video you want to play, you can keep it is because this is also YouTube video ka code. But if you want to use your own YouTube video to be played in that particular part, you can. Okay. So I have pasted it with new code. Now, what is remaining? We are going to create a YouTube player का object already created, उसको instantiate करेंगे और उससे YouTube player को play करेंगे. Okay, small code है, not so difficult. So rest of the code is already written till rlayout.activity_main. After that, what we are going to do? Okay, so we are going to instantiate the player view object, which is already we have created here, player view. So player view equal to, we are going to typecast YouTube player view find view by ID, because already आपको पता है कोई भी GUI component अगर हमने XML में रखा तो we need to find view by ID, r.id player. Then player view dot initialize. Here what we are initializing the player view, YouTube player view with API underscore key, उसका वैल्यू हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे दे दिया है, जो भी अपना ओरिजिनल था वो, कॉमा न्यू YouTube player on initialize listener. जैसे ही initialize मतलब शुरू होता है तो क्या करना है with this API key. Then there is a method called as public void on initialization success. If everything goes okay, YouTube player dot provider से वो YouTube लेगा, YouTube player से वो YouTube player का ऑब्जेक्ट लेगा, प्रोवाइडर से प्रोवाइडर ऑब्जेक्ट लेगा, प्लेयर से प्लेयर ऑब्जेक्ट लेगा, एंड boolean b means if it is true then it will return true. Now if b is not true, if not b true नहीं रहेगा तो YouTube वीडियो क्यू में जाएगा. ओके, इफ नॉट बी मींस अगर वो फॉल्स नहीं होता है, सक्सेस नहीं होता है, ऑन इनिशियलाइजेशन सक्सेस नहीं होता है, तो नॉट बी का मतलब है ट्रू होता है, देन इट विल स्टार्ट YouTube प्लेयर टू क्यू वीडियो इनटू देयर कोड. ये हुआ है सक्सेस पे. अगर फेल हुआ तो ऑन इनिशियलाइजेशन फेल्यूर, सेम सब कुछ है, हम लोग मैसेज दिखाएंगे सिर्फ toast dot make text hi dot show. Okay, so I'm going to copy this code. Hopefully you understand this code. Okay, once again player view finder view किया, XML फाइल में वो मिला. Okay, initialize किया with API key and then YouTube player on initialize listener में हम लोगों ने दो मेथड लिखी. सक्सेस पे YouTube player क्यू करना है, फेल्यूर पे हम लोग टोस्ट मैसेज दिखा रहे हैं. Okay, so I have already copied this code. Okay, I'm going to use this after this particular line. Okay, we will see if there is any problem. Yes, extra bracket is copied, so I'm deleting that one. Rest of the things are okay. So now next, just run the program. Okay, I'm clicking run the program. Okay, till the project loads, you have to wait. Okay, student. Now, why the project is not run? You can see here, build successful हुआ, सब कुछ successful हुआ, लेकिन app launch नहीं हुआ. Reason is that you can see here on the top, be YouTube API, but our action is signing report. So signing report is generated, but what we have to run? We have to select this one and we have to select the app. Okay, we have to select the app. So here we are going to select the app first. Just a minute. Here we are going to select the app. Okay, and once this signing है, यहाँ पे देखो edit configuration के बाद यहाँ पे आएगा app. ओके, ऐप आएगा तो उसके बाद आएगा आप लोगों का इमुलेटर का नाम. तो दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज जैसे जैसे उसी पोजीशन में आपने रन किया तो वो आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि इमुलेटर क्यों नहीं रन हो रहा है, बिकॉज यहाँ के ऑप्शन चेंज हुए थे. तो यहाँ पे आपको सिलेक्ट करना है ऐप इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस साइनिंग रिपोर्ट. ऐप सिलेक्ट किया, देन आप लोगों का इमुलेटर यहाँ पे एक्टिव होगा, देन क्लिक ऑन रन. ओके, एंड नाउ आवर इमुलेटर विल रन विद इन अ फ्यू सेकेंड्स. Okay, so in this way you will find the API if the net is connected properly on your device. Here in emulator, some network problem it is giving. But once you tap to retry, you can see at the end side below the YouTube API ka part. Okay. Even we see in Gradle code, we are not able to find out. There was a problem with network 400. Okay, we will tap to retry. But I will advise you to use this particular feature. Okay, we can generate APK build, make module app. Okay, and then in our project folder, we will find in output APK/debug. This one, APK-debug. If we transfer this APK into your real device, so that will automatically, if internet connected, then it will run the way. So what is here on emulator, it is not running, but this APK is generated. This APK you can copy on your device, transfer this APK to real device, and then connect internet, and then we can play it in this like this way. So where we are going to find this particular one, we will see our folder. Okay, first we will go to our project. Okay, then build में जाएंगे, make project करेंगे. Once the make project is there, okay, this will happen. Gradle build is running. Already run करते हैं तो भी APK आप लोगों का generate हो चुका रहता है. यहाँ पे जाना है app folder में, you will find open show in Explorer. We will get that one. Okay, Windows Explorer we have to open. Okay, in that Gradle में, okay, in Gradle we will see the path where we have to find वर्कस्पेस, यूट्यूब प्लेयर टेस्ट, ऐप में जाना है, बिल्ड में जाना है, आउटपुट में जाना है. तो यूट्यूब ग्रेडल में नहीं जाना है, वर्क ऐप में जाना है, ऐप में, नॉट इन ग्रेडल. ओके, ऐप में बिल्ड में आउटपुट में एपीके, एंड इन डिबग यू विल फाइंड दिस वन, app-debug.apk. इसको आप लोग कॉपी करके अपना मोबाइल में ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं, और मोबाइल में ट्रांसफर करने के बाद execute कर सकते हैं. I have tried to resolve this error, but let us see. We will stop here with the practical number 12. You can use this one. It is going to 101% run on your program. Okay.